Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to the wonderful River Wye. It's about 12:30 now, and if you've seen the previous video, this video was filmed in the middle of that one. It's lunchtime now, and I'm going to do a little bit of trotting. You'll have seen in the previous video what happened with the feeder fishing, but as I say, this is the middle of the day. I'm going to do some trotting, hopefully catch some chub, possibly outside chance of a barbel, although as you can see, it's very, very sunny. Bit of cloud, but not too much. I'm not sure we're going to do too good, really. But you never know, do you, till you have a go. We're here today. Got the whole day here, so I'm going to do this for a few hours. Done well in the past, but as I say, never in these conditions. But we'll see. Right. Gear-wise, what I've got is I've got my Cadence 14-foot match number 2. I've coupled with that a Garcia 506 Mark II close face reel. I do like my close face reels for trotting, and on there I've got a Drake shouldered stick float alloy stem. This is a 5BB model, 2 grams, new money. Right, what I'm going to do, this if you're not aware, very restrictive on the Wye of baits. Can't use maggots, can't use casters, can't use worms. So I could use bread, may not. But I'm thinking more meat. I've got some pellets as well, and I've actually got some cockles with me, which I found last time I did some trotting were quite a good bait, so I should be using them as well. Got a few spots in mind. This has been the first one. It's a nice steady run through here. We've got a bit of a downstream wind, I should say, which is not going to help things too much. But we'll have a go and we'll see how we get on. We can have a move about and try a few different spots, and as I say, we'll see how we get on. Right, enough waffling. I'm going to get my rod set up and we'll have a go. I'm going to same as things I usually do here. Start off about 4 foot, and I'm going to slowly inch deeper until we start dragging the bottom. Start off on Luncheon Meat. See how we get on. The loose feed pellets. Loose feed the odd bit of Luncheon Meat, although the problem with Luncheon Meat is it's very floaty, isn't it? It's full of fat and it floats, and you can't really get it down in the swim very well when you throw it in. And it's going to be a bit tricky, I think, with this downstream wind. It's just going to want to drag the float through all the time. I have trouble mending it, I'm sure, mending the line. It's going to make fishing further out really difficult as well. Dragged under there. Oh, there we go. Blimey. Something is off. Big time across the river. I don't know what this is. It's absolutely gone across the river. Goodbye out of hell. I do a lot with this at the moment. It's a second run through. Be careful, there's a snag just below me as well. Feels a decent fish, whatever it is. Well, it's either a chub or a barbel. I think it's probably a chub. Although it's not going for the snags like chub often do. There's a chub. A nice one as well. In the sunshine, that's very welcome. Landing that's floating off down the river. Let's turn you around so you can see what's going on. There he is. Come on, you. Well, that's a fantastic start. What a cracking start. Brilliant. Well, how's about that first fish? Wonderful stuff. Proper one. Fantastic. Well, what an absolutely fantastic start. Absolutely amazed. Just, as I say, second run through. Under it went. Wonderful. Oh, can you believe it? Oh, it's off. And straight under again. Straight away. Oh, and I bumped it off. Oh, goodness me. Must be a shoulder chub flat down here. Assuming it was a chub. Oh, that's gutting. At least they're close in. Caught me totally unexpected. I actually thought it was the bottom. I only just put it in. That was the bottom. Well, I haven't spooked him too much. There we go. Doesn't feel so big. Blimey, I must be queuing up down there. Come on, out. Try and get in a snag by my feet. Of course he is. That's a nice one. There he is. Wonderful stuff. Oh, I'm loving this. That was a bite. Very tentative bite, but it was a bite. Ah, canoes. Really is the first one I've seen today. Strange. Thing is, when you're trotting though, it doesn't make any difference really. It's not like feeder fishing on the other side of the river. You've got to keep winding in. Just work the float between the boats. I'm pretty visible here though. They can see me for about half a mile. So if they do come on the inside, then they really are doing it on purpose. Often when you're hidden away in a swim, they can't see you. Oh, this wind is just ridiculous. absolutely dragging this float through so fast. Fish must just be down there laughing. The speed this bait's going through at. It's just the British weather. You know, if you said to me, going trotting, what's the worst conditions you can possibly have? I'd have said sunshine and a downstream wind. That's exactly what we've got. Well, if it couldn't get any worse, it actually just has, because the wind switched around a bit and it's coming out to me from the front and downstream. This duck thing's trying to eat my float. I'm not sure what it is. No. Just when the wind just drops a little bit, just eases, it's nice. Lots of bites out there, but I think it's smaller stuff. So when it drops like now, you can actually get it out a couple of rod lengths and actually present it reasonably, and then all of a sudden the wind picks up again and that's the end of that. I don't know what bird it is, but it seems very stupid, because every time I cast this in, it goes and has a look at it like it's something new. Ah! That probably went under. I missed it. These fish seem to be at the head of the swimming. I actually think perhaps I should go up there a bit. Give it a few minutes. I'll perhaps move up there, move upstream about 20 metres and cover the same water, because they are at the head of this swim, which they seem to be. Easier to control the float down to them, certainly. Kind of easy. There we go. Right in front of me. And this one is off down the river. Really is off down the river. Blimey. Feels a reasonable fish. This line's singing. I don't want to come over here. Head shape, which makes me think it's a chub. Yeah. Nice one. Off again. Listen to that line. Singing away. Come on. Oh, this is a nice one. Bit of an old warrior. But wow, what a fish, what a scrap. Wonderful stuff. It's brilliant. It's quite interesting as well. I fished this swim this morning, as you saw in the last video. I fished this swim this morning. If you haven't seen the last video, I'll stick a link up there for you. I fished this swim, as I say, and barely had a touch. Put a moving bait through, even though it's presented terribly, partially through my incompetence and partially through the weather. And I've had 4 chub in 20 minutes. Just shows you, doesn't it? Oh. Yeah, we'll carry on a little bit here. I'm doing okay at the moment, but it may well be a little bit easier to present, bizarrely, to present right in front of me from a bit further upstream. The trouble is, if I go up there, the bank goes in. I'm probably losing about half a rod length of reach out into the water, so that's not going to help at all. I'm not sure why they're quite so far upstream. I am throwing my bait upstream, but there's a reasonable pull on here, and it will, it'll be settling over here somewhere. It's sort of 4 or 5 foot deep. And they do seem to be taking right in front of me. Which, yeah, as I say, it's not ideal, but I'll take it. It's very hard to even keep in touch with the float, let alone hold it back. The wind's dropped now a little bit, it's just running through nicely. Just keep in touch with it nicely. And that breeze drops. Just a little bit of ripple, it's nice. I just wish it was going the other way. Definitely some kind of obstruction or something down there. Float runs through lovely, and then as soon as it gets to sort of a rod length downstream from me, it starts to drag under a little bit. But like I say, it's not. I can't really get up that way. I can't even wade because it's really steep right on the edge. So it's not even like I can wade out a bit. It's about 1 foot deep, and then about 2 foot out it's about 4 foot deep. There we go. This is brilliant. And obviously playing these fish on a back line because drags on close face reels are not brilliant. You have to do funny things and put the handle backwards and stuff, and it's just much easier to play them off back wind. God, blimey. Not messing about. Those head shakes. Blimey. Trundling off upstream now. It's a bit of a trait of barbel, but I don't think it's a barbel. I don't think it's pulling hard enough to be a barbel. Maybe a little one perhaps. No, check, see it. Just seen it. Total convert to trotting, I have to say. I've come to the wire as much for the trotting these days as for the barbel fishing. This is absolutely wonderful. You can do it in the middle of the day, clearly whatever the weather. Oh, he's trying to get in the snag by my feet. You can't see, apologies. Come on. Enough again. He's changed his mind. Enough again. Tearing about all in my swim, wrecking it. God, blimey. Some power. Come on, come. How's about that? Another stunner. Wonderful stuff. proper fish as well. Fantastic. Whoa! I think that was probably a pike. I didn't see it, but I think it was. I'm not getting any bites at the moment. There's a pike down there. So I've had a little move, as you can see, around a bit. I've only moved upstream maybe, I don't know, 10 metres or so, just to try and fish the bit in front of where I was just stood a little bit more effectively with this wind. I can probably run the float down to it better than I can fish across to it, if that makes sense. There we go. Well, we've had to work at it, but we've got another one on. I don't think he's huge, he hasn't charged off like the bigger ones did. Just a nice chub. Here we are, not a monster by today's standards, but fantastic fun nonetheless. Brilliant. Oh, that sun is just about getting a bit too much. So, change of hat, change or addition of eyewear. I think it's possibly time to go and have something to eat. very quiet in here. The last probably 45 minutes I've only had one chub that was a couple of pound. Really getting too many what I think are bites either. I'm still dragging bottom in certain places. There we go again, same place again. It's not huge, but it's very welcome. Well, possibly the smallest of the lot. No, nonetheless, very welcome. Lovely, lovely looking fish. Literally just put a pellet on. Literally first run through. There's a better fish. A bit better, ain't it? Not a bad one. It's not huge. Well, lovely job. A little bit better, bigger. Wonderful. Well, I just grabbed it on the way down. And he's off. Keep thinking I'm gonna move swims, but here's a better fish. Certainly gone halfway across the river. I can't make anything on him at all. can see him. Right in the middle. That's a nice chub. Kiting around on the top. It's strange for chub. I usually try and get under your feet, but all these chub made a beeline straight out for the middle. He's shaking. Well, it looks a nice one again. Not huge, but a few pound. Come on, you come. Oh, he's a big one. Oh, yeah, that is a big one. Well, I'm pretty sure that one's the biggest one of the day. Absolute unit. Wonderful stuff. Right, it's very hot and sunny. I'm going to keep them out of the water. Here we go again. Every time I think I'm going to go, I'm going to make a move in a minute, and get another tank on. Giving up a bit. He's not quite as big as I thought. He's not little. Blimey. Ploughing through my swim. Well, quite lean this one, but look at that. Longer than my forearm. Wonderful stuff. Wow, this is awesome. Taken pretty much all of these on Luncheon Meat as well. They had some interesting cockles. I had that one on pellet. Then they weren't really interested. I'm feeding pellets. Cheesy garlic pellets in different sizes. A little bit of ground bait, although I haven't thrown in any in for a while because it's all dried out and I can't actually reach the water here. Groundbait I've got actually is different to usual. I've got some shrimp and krill groundbait today. Give it a try. It's in the same range, Dynamite, Big River range. I wanted to buy some more cheesy garlic, but they didn't have any, so I thought I'd give the shrimp and krill a go. I'm not going to give today's catch credit to the groundbait just yet. As I said, I haven't put too much in, so probably not a great deal to do with it. Although it does smell nice and fishy. There we go. Just have to wait just a second to make sure it's going to stay under, not the bottom. Yeah, once again, straight out into mid-river. Clearly feels safe over there. Lovely little fish. Well, not little, but little compared to some of the ones I've been catching. Some weeds down here. Snag. Get up. And the weeds again. And the chub. Trying every tactic, every snag. Come on. Gotcha. Well, there we are. Wonderful chub. Yeah, 2 goes at that. He grabbed it, spat it out, and I left it, and he grabbed it again. Tells me he's not a very big one. Doesn't feel massive. This one's coming straight in. Feisty juvenile and 2 cracks at it. There he is. Lovely job. going very deep. Doing a lot as those head shakes. I'm sure it's a chub. I don't think that big. Not too big, just doing a good impression of a big one. Not very big at all. Come on. Well, not huge, but wonderful fun. Wonderful sport. Another spirited little one. There we are. Another little fella. Wow. Well, this one's tore off again. I haven't got that weight to it, but it's feisty. Still putting up a cracking fight in this current. Wow. Come on. Oh, it's not a bad one. Well, there he is. This is awesome. Really struggling, as you can probably tell, to tear myself away. I do fancy, it's about 4 o'clock now, it's gone 4. I do fancy a bit of a trot down in that faster water. But, this is just so good. Absolutely lost count of how many fish I've caught. It's absolute tanks as well in there. Especially enjoyable now that wind's dropped a bit. Stay in contact with the float a lot easier. Well, I can stay in contact with the float because I couldn't before. Just couldn't. Right, that's it. I'm going to go for a move. There's some faster water downstream. Fancy having a go in there, so we'll get off down that way. So guys, I'm back. Been to the car. A bit to eat. And a drink, which I hadn't got with me. It's now 5:59, so 6 o'clock. So I think I'm going to give it trotting another hour, something like that. Hopefully this wind will drop down a bit again. It's picking up again. Totally over. Hopefully it will drop down again. Yeah, we'll have another go at trotting. I think we're giving an hour, and fingers crossed we can have a few more out. Went down the faster water, but strangely nothing doing at all. Absolutely nothing. Very, very strange. Didn't get a single pluck, float. Didn't go under, nothing. Absolutely did nothing. So I wasn't going to waste my time down there. I give it sort of half an hour or so, but as they're feeding up here, we're having a few. Thought might as well get back up there. There we go. Oh, right. I wonder why we had another bite. This one's trudging out into the middle of the river, as usual. It's a nice fish. Making the line sing. Ah! No. Ah, it's annoying. That felt a nice fish. There you go. Doesn't feel quite as big as the last one though. Unfortunately. A bit of groundbait through the swim and just follow it through. Follow the cloud through. Yeah, it's not a bad one. Determined to get in every clump of weed at my feet. Hopefully you can see. Absolutely determined to rip up every bit of weed that's down there. What a scrap. What a scrap. Gotcha. There we are, in the evening sunshine. Wonderful. Oh. I'm saying thank you very much. Well, that's it guys. I'm going to call it a day with the trotting, but I've had an absolutely thoroughly enjoyable session. Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't have hoped for a session like that. It's absolutely wonderful. The stamp of fish is just unbelievable. Brilliant, and such fantastic scrap on balanced tackle as well, and light gear. Absolutely awesome. Now, I'm not sure when I will be out again, but for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had half as much fun watching that as I did playing those fish. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your fantastic support, and I'll see you all again very soon.